YouTube, what's good? This is day number 3 of posting on YouTube for 30 days consistently, and this is just an intro to just a raw conversation with me and my boy Dave when it comes to raising your price as a barber. And this is what really goes through a barber's mind. And there's a lot of fear when it comes to raising your price. And then when you do find the confidence to raise your price, there's just a lot of judgment that comes from your clients. Maybe they've been your friends or your family, or you've been cutting them for a long time, and it's not the most comfortable situation. We build these strong bonds with people, and at the end of the day, now I understand that this is not personal. It is still a business, and we have to treat it as such. So let me know what you guys think. I will say what started building my confidence and raising my price is really having a better understanding of business. And that didn't come from me until I had a mentor. And, that's props to Chris Basio. His mentorship has grown a lot. I joined it 3-4 years ago now. And man, it's helped me a lot. It's given me a lot of confidence to run my business, and it's built me a solid foundation to run my business in the suite. So again, this is just a raw conversation between me and another barber when it comes to raising your price. So let me know what you guys think. If there's anything else that you would want to hear between two barbers discussing, let me know. And yeah, check it out. All right. Yeah. Okay. So you're talking about raising your price. It's been 2 years.
Yeah, like 2
years since your last raise.
2.5, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like whenever we get to that point in our careers where we gotta go up on price, I feel like the biggest thing that comes to your head is okay, what am I about to lose? I'm gonna lose some clients. What's the percentage on how many clients I'm losing?
Yeah.
So that's the topic for today, bro.
Yeah. Price raise is it's scary, man. That was my biggest fear for the longest time, and it still makes me nervous thinking about it. Because I would still like to go up this year as well, even though I feel like I didn't imagine charging what we charge now.
Mm-hmm.
50, 60, I didn't, so now it feels good, and I feel like I'm in a good place. But if the business continues to grow, if you're seeing new people come in, that's our business, man, and who I really like talking to, and I want to have a conversation with her, so is Chris. She's like, she goes up every year, and it's just it's just a muscle at this point. And what you were saying about friends, that is probably the hardest one. Friends, people that you genuinely like, and maybe they can afford it, maybe they can't, and I just think we just have to get comfortable with, people are gonna feel how they want to feel, dude. You know what I mean? And it's not like we're those a-hole barbers that are like, yo, it's 100 or nothing. We're not that guy. You're a good dude.
Yeah.
You're a hardworking dude.
And I appreciate that, but also though, I feel like now barbering is becoming more like a full-time career, and I feel like a lot of people that aren't in barbering starting to realize that, because I get a lot of clients that ask me if I do anything outside the shop. They're like, hey, is this all you do?
I hate that question.
And the thing is yeah.
I hate that question, dude.
But the thing is the narrative with barbering has been it's always been hey, he cuts hair, but then on the weekends he sells cars, or he does something else on the side. So barbering's always been kind of like a side quest for barbers for the last 25, 30 years.
Yeah.
And I feel that since COVID times, we've taken this business very serious. I've been doing it for 10 years. You've been doing it longer.
Yeah.
And I feel there's only a handful of us that actually hey, I make a living off this. This is my only main source of income.
That's how I take care of my family.
Right. Decide you put food on the table, man. And I feel now people kind of understand that, so they respect more the pricing. So I feel with this price increase coming up, I'm not as nervous as I was before, just because I feel the clientele I brought in is more understanding.
Yeah.
That hey, even running a small business inside of a suite, it's not easy. It's pretty difficult.
Yeah.
You know that, I know that. So yeah, dude, I'm kind of excited for it, but at the same time, like you said, man, losing some friends or even loyal clients that you've had for a while just because of a price increase does suck. But that is the taboo side of barbering, like no one really kind of talks about.
Yeah.
Because like, don't get me wrong, like, you know, our clients are our clients, our friends are our friends, but like sometimes when money gets involved, now things get a little shaky, get a little dicey, you know. So
it's a little weird.
Yeah, it's very weird.
You know, and I'll say what really helps me, what has helped me get comfortable when I'm ready for a new price raise is I basically test the market.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know how you have your pricing set up, but you have your, you know, your regular price, and I have a new client price.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're testing the market. So once you start seeing new guys coming in and they're paying you that $10, $15 raise that you want,
Mm-hmm.
now you're breaking that fear of
Right.
like, okay, if new guys are willing to pay this, I don't need to be stressed about.
Correct.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, and for us, you know, I think what we need to work on, I know what I needed to work on is when they start coming at you with like the jokes or like the slight, you know, oh man, that's crazy, like what are you doing differently? And it's like, you kind of just have to be ready to take that and just be like, hey, look, like I respect it. If my price is not something you want to pay, I have someone I can refer you to. Now, dude, let me tell you this. When you flip the script on them and you're just like completely respectful about it, they don't know how to act. You know, have you done this before?
I have, man. One time I had a customer, and this was like 2 weeks before my price increase a while ago, and they go to me, they're like, yeah, like, they're like, I don't know how I'm gonna pay this, and blah blah blah, this and that. And I like you just said, I was like, hey, I know this one dude. He charges exactly what I charge now,
Yeah.
but he's over here.
Yeah.
And then they kind of look at me like, wait, you're just willing to give me up like that?
Yeah.
And essentially, like, I'm like, no, like, I would love for you to stay with me. It's just like I'm trying to accommodate you and your,
Good.
financial goals. But
That's
the thing
really
is,
good.
like you say, like, it kind of just catches them off guard because they're expecting you to like bend over backwards and be like, no. Just because you mentioned that to me, I'm gonna lower my prices even lower for you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not Xfinity, I'm not AT&T.
Come on.
You know what I mean? Like,
Come on.
these larger companies, they can afford to put down their prices
Yeah.
just to keep you
Yeah.
because you're only one person. But to us, one person is a lot. So.
Yeah. That's facts, especially if they're, every 3 weeks.
Correct.
Even
Yeah.
once a month.
Yeah. Because like we're kind of like stopped by time, right? Like we can only do so many haircuts in a day that the time allows us to. You know, obviously.
Yep.
So we're limited, man. So, and not to mention, like, we're inside suite, so it's kind of like a luxury to be here. Like, I always compare like working in a suite versus a shop. Like, hey, you're flying first class versus economy.
Yeah.
If you want an economy cut, there's barbershops or supercuts. There's your mom's bathroom kitchen, whatever, wherever they cut you out, bro. Self-cut system, bro. Like, there's a thing for everybody, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's good.
I realize, like,
that's good.
when you're elite at something you do, and not to sound cocky or anything like that, but it's just more like you can only service people who want that.
Mm-hmm.
Versus, like, I can't take on guys who just, they want to pay the bare minimum and hate getting haircuts. Like, I want to service people who are about their image.
Yep.
Because I'm about my business, so it's got to add up. You know what I mean? You get to a certain vibration with certain people that you just like you can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, that's facts.
Not everybody's for you, and that's cool.
There you go. See, there you go. You building up that confidence there, man. And obviously there's a lot of other factors that play, right? I mean, everyone's always talking about the economy and where everything is, and as long as you know your business now. You've been here in the suites 2-3 years now.
3 years, bro.
3 years. So like you have a pretty good pulse on how your business is, and now you have a baby daughter, right?
Yep.
You have a daughter now, so now it's like it's something else you have to think about. But it's like, hey, if you're over here getting 2-3 new clients a week, that's pretty good.
Yeah, and
that's pretty good.
Bro, I literally had a new customer yesterday, and he was telling me about my prices, and he was like, hey man, you're very reasonable, and you do you go above and beyond. The last place I was going to,
look at that.
They were doing basically haircut and beards. I don't charge that much more to add on your beard, but apparently at some spots or like commercial barbershops, that's a whole haircut. So if a haircut is $40, the beard is also $40 or $50 or whatever.
Isn't that crazy?
So they consider it a full haircut, and that kind of like blew me away. I was like, wait, you've been paying that for forever?
Yeah, and they pay it too.
And they pay it willingly, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And on top, he was telling me that he was like, he would rather pay me that kind of money because his beard looks phenomenal. It matches what he's paying for.
You're actually good.
You're getting what you're paying for.
Yeah.
Because I will admit there is expensive places, but it doesn't always equate to better quality of work.
Yeah.
Well,
that's facts.
Like, how many times like have we been to like restaurants or we bought certain clothing brands and they're not that great, but they charge a high ticket. But I feel like with barbers it's a little different, like you go to a barber, right, and you're actually getting what you're paying for. You don't mind paying that $10, $15, $20 increase just because, like, hey dude, like at the end of the day, $20, like, dude, I just spent $20 at Chipotle for a burrito.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I didn't even think twice about it. So you're saying you want to, like, some clients want to literally break off a relationship over $20,
right?
Because they can't justify it in their head, but they can justify it elsewhere.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
Spending like $100, $200 drinking beer, like
drinking
going
beer,
out on the weekend, like
these are the same people.
That's trash to me.
That is trash, bro. Like, I'm telling you, like, these people, like, they don't mind buying designer. They don't ask twice about shirts at Lululemon. You know what I mean? But for some reason, it's like, hey, but I know Dave, I know Vince, I know this guy.
Yeah.
So it's a little different. Like, I don't know Lulu, I don't know Louis. Like, I don't know these people.
Literally.
So I don't mind paying their prices.
People don't haggle in those places, and I think that's how we have to carry ourselves as like a higher end barber, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like we're on the higher end. I know there's still people more expensive than us, but yeah, just stand your ground. And some people, I will even they try to hit you with all the stories, and I'm what I like to hit them with too is like, hey, I'll give it to you for free today.
Right.
Okay, and now they're like, oh, well, you know what I mean? So, like...
The best way, I think, justifying price increase for me would be like, I always ask myself this very simple question. Would I pay my own price?
That's
right?
Good, yeah.
And like, obviously people are like, of course you would pay your own price. Nah, not really. Like, there's like, for example, right? I can justify a price increase at this point in my career, and if I was going to meet, I would pay it. Versus like some outlandish number like $5,000, $1,000, like no way.
Yeah.
But for subtle price increases and for what we do and provide for these customers, 1,000% I pay it.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's good, man. And you know what? The other cool thing about what we do is obviously we cut hair, but when you do things like how you have like a fitness coach, or let's say you do some sort of like meal prep, like you're kind of like doing things to invest in yourself. Like that in itself already adds value to you because you can kind of impart that information to your clients.
Yeah, I mean,
that's big.
Well, 100%, because like at the end of the day, it's kind of like when you do business with someone. So like if you go to a barber, because we're barbers, and you see your barber dressed well, very punctual, you want to spend that type of money with them because you want to be around those type of people. Just like, I don't know about you, but like if you ever go to a car dealership and your car salesman has like fried chicken on his beard and kind of slouchy, not very presentable. I don't want to like buy a car from you. I don't want nothing to do with you. I want the guy
they don't look trustworthy,
that has like the nice watch, that's presentable, that has a good haircut.
Yeah.
Even if he is selling me a higher end car, like I just want to be around that. I mean, that's just me. I know people are different, and that's okay.
Yeah.
I like being around that type of crowd.
Yeah. No, I mean we should, and I think as we keep growing with barbering, and God willing, we get to keep raising our price, like we should be looking to we're naturally going to be around people on a higher level, because the people that are paying for our quality, they value the experience. They value something that's high quality. So like
1,000%.
Like I'm excited. I'm excited for this year, man.
Let's see it, man. 2025, bro.
Did you like my text the other day? You were like, oh shit.
Dude, I was like half awake.
Vince talking crazy.
No, that's not what I was thinking. I was like half awake when I was reading it, but yeah. Anyway, for real, I gotta get to this client.
Yeah. Appreciate you. Yeah, appreciate you, dog. Thank you.